Got my guitar, I've got my wine. Where we can go, live by the sea, swim in the ocean.
Alright, so we're at Waterfall Gully.
This is the very bottom of Mount Lofty, the highest point in the Adelaide Hills.
Why are we standing here?
Because we are meeting a man with a very sick sense of humour, Michael Hill-Smith.
He agreed to meet us and taste us through his wine only if we walked up Mount Lofty, which is 4.2 kilometres.
Over 700 metres above sea level.
I think it's cruel, to be perfectly honest with you, and I think this is above and beyond the call.
At the counter, I see the people move to the honey, bring an opportunity. It's arrival.
It's quite tropical.
It's compete and ready to take and watch it to me. Don't dilly-dally, man, cause that ain't song. You see, this transaction's overturned now. I've arrived respectfully to your space. On your way, I'm now you'll be on your way.
Pretty high.
You think? You like Chardonnay?
No, we don't drink.
Oh.
We don't drink or smoke.
Oh, well, there you go. That's where we're going wrong, Justin. Hello.
No counting quarters like before. I got mine for the little better, better. Daddy, what's the matter? I'm the body, you the body, still won't let go.
Oh God, Christ.
Young, fit men like yourself shouldn't have taken you that long.
Have you ever walked this before?
I've heard about it. Yes, I have. How about an icy Chardonnay?
Oh, you better have something bloody good. All right.
Yeah, I think you've earned it.
Yeah, thanks for making the time to see us, Michael.
I don't like you very much instantly.
Well, you know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd take me literally when I said walk to the top, you know. Well, this is the Piccadilly Valley, and you know it's just the most stunning view, and you know there's some great vineyards down there. Piccadilly Valley was where Brian Crozer first planted Chardonnay, so you know it's really appropriate to be here having a glass of Adelaide Hills Chardonnay.
I'm sure that'll be vastly more interesting in 5 minutes. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Well done, mate.
Thanks for the lesson.
So this is
That's the 06 M3 Chardonnay, our Shaw and Smith. 06 was, a really cool year, and of course, that's kind of why we grow grapes here. And it was just the first time where everything came together, and this sort of lovely tight line of acid, and it was the one where the Wine Spectator picked up on it. James Halliday was very kind to it. The sommeliers around Australia started to understand that this style of Chardonnay, works well with food, and 06 is an important wine for us. Also, it's one of my favourites that we've made.
Yeah, still great acidity.
Oh yeah. I suppose stereotypical Australian Chardonnay was, big, ripe, tropical, golden, lots of oak,
Full maloed up.
and that's in a way the Chardonnay which people have got sick of. But what's happening at the at the high end of Chardonnay is that we really are making these very fine, long wines grown in cool areas. It's fresh, it's vibrant. It's looking good.
So I'm just going to sit down still for a second.
Medic.
He's certainly not the fit one.
Oh, and the nose, it's clean and pure, and yet still got some really interesting funky bits around the side of it that give it all these layers and make it really interesting to drink. Yeah. Every sip is a bit different, and is this what's going to take us? Is this going to bring Chardonnay back into the mainstream?
Well, it's not that people have gone aboard with Chardonnay. People are bored with mainstream dull Chardonnay, and then you suddenly get something that's actually really got some raciness, some layers, and some subtlety about it. I know you guys hate the word elegance. I know that.
He loves it. But Justin's more in touch with his family.
These wines are elegant, and that's okay. I think the other thing to bear in mind too is that, it's really important, and part of what you guys are doing on this mega trek of yours is that you're trying to find out what varieties do create something really special in each region, and I think that whilst Sauvignon Blanc does very well in this area. There's no doubt. But I honestly believe, after 20 years in this area, that Chardonnay is the wine for me that we really hit the high note on, and have consistently.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate that people, or the general public, haven't had an opportunity to try wines like this, where they, I guess they've kind of got in their minds the Chardonnays of the 80s and the little bit flabby kind of style, whereas if they had the opportunity to try the refreshing kind of tight lines that this has got, I reckon the masses would get onto it.
But this is one of those, oh no, I don't like Chardonnay. Oh, but I like that one. You sure it's a Chardonnay? I think that's exactly the conversation that would happen with this wine. Oh, no, there's actually a decent view of Adelaide from up here, isn't there?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Should we go and have a look?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Bring the wine. What a stunning wine. What a stunning view. What a stunning day. Adelaide Hills Chardonnay. Bring it to the world.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Michael.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Very nice to meet you, by the way.
Yeah, it's really great.
Good, and I'm envious of the great tour. I haven't been in a combi like that since the Maiponga Rock Festival in 1971. So.
Don't come knocking when the combi's rocking.
That's right, your door might be inside. all of that. Yeah.
Never be afraid of the melody. Yeah, I can bring you evidence from my guess, science. I'm the lead, there's a ride, it's working for me. Go ahead, wagon, yeah, now you'll be on your
Gentlemen, how are you going?
Hey, is this the one?
This is Archer.
Archer, hello.
How are you? Nice to see you. The vineyard is in Piccadilly Valley, and it's probably the second highest vineyard in South Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just below.
We know all about altitude.
It's just below Mount Lofty House.
Oh.
Just below that?
Yeah.
We've climbed higher then.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Was there any Chardonnay up there?
Not at the very top.
What's your favourite wine?
My favourite wine? I'd make 20 Chardonnays if I could.
Would you?
Yeah, I seriously would.
This is it. The BK Wines Marfleur Chardonnay, the first
Cheers.
of 20.
Thank you.
Oh, what a great setup you got here. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I hope it kind of creates the atmosphere and is a reflection of who we are and what we're trying to do.
Well, you're very funky if this is the...
Right, so look, talk us through this.
Well, it's really bright. Citrusy, a little bit of nuttiness. It's a lovely wine, and it's got great acidity on the palate.
Yeah,
2008 as well.
Yeah, and always long, good length. I'm always aspiring to have as much length in the wine, so it leaves a memory in your mouth.
Yeah.
Makes sure you go and then keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm sold on Chardonnay. I make wine that I'll drink myself.
Yeah.
And I only make really small production of wine. So if worse comes to worse and I can't sell it, I can drink it all myself.
How's it going with that?
Yeah. Well, I haven't had to drink too much myself, luckily, just lately.
How are we going to take Chardonnay that might be perched on the precipice of mainstream acceptance once again? How do we tip it in? How do we boot off Sauv Blanc?
It's just about boutique producers trying to push the product in front of people again and tell them, remember, this is what it actually was like and how good it was. And I want to see Sauvignon Blanc survive, but just not in the form that we see it. And it's like Barossa Shiraz. When Barossa Shiraz was 14.5% and it was dry growing, it was an amazing wine. But now we've just become so... No, we've been Coca-Cola-ized, would be a better word. It's just a product like Coca-Cola, like Sauvignon Blanc is. It's part of the machine. It's not about the arts, the science, the enjoyment, and the passion of the people that are behind it. We're the luckiest wine growers in Australia because we have a region that is new and undiscovered. We're like the monks were in Burgundy how many 100 years ago. Sites here, no one knows. Nothing's been here long enough to know what works really well. But at the moment, we're lucky enough to see Chardonnay working really well. So those are all the things that get you excited about the region, excited about Chardonnay. You know, let's take on the world with Chardonnay if it need be. But I think Adelaide Hills can do it with other varieties too. It's all about sites.
Cheers to that.
So yeah, that's the reality.
Changing the world, wine by wine.
Yeah. I think that looks very good on TV.